Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time you see my channel, use review cartoon series, anime series, also be completely random, and today will be Invader Zim into Florpus the movie. Now, this movie was amazing. Yeah, not over exaggerating because the art style was incredible. I mean, God, they really put all their money in this movie. It's just so impressive. The design, the change of the animation, the background, all the details. Oh my God, you love how they kind of play with that, going back and forth. It felt the animators have a lot of fun making this animation, and especially the voice actors. But oh my God, every single line was perfect. I feel none of the actors lost their kind of grit. They have everything sharp as ever. It was perfect. Of course, that's one major problem. It all depends of you're actually seeing Invader Zim or heard about Invader Zim, because this is not gonna fit everybody's taste, because it does something interesting. One thing is kind of cutesy with something horrible in the same time. So you don't like it, or you don't like the dark humor of Invader Zim, this could easily turn you off, because that's the style. That's the thing that was so credible back then. Of course, as a fan of Invader Zim, you also have not seen the show for a very long time. I have to admit, one little thing, some of the kind of shock value it has that they went there kind of feels kind of not missing sometimes. I mean, missing a little bit. I feel they kind of here and there wasn't horrible enough. But under that, it still works. It still was gratifying watching this movie. Now, you've never heard of Invader Zim. This is basically this alien trying to take over the world because his leaders commanded, because they're the tallest. And yes, that's the joke, that they became the leaders because they're the tallest for some reason. And that's basically the humor of the whole show. Anyway, Invader Zim trying to take over the world, and you have Dib, who basically trying to kind of defeat him, trying to not do this stupid thing to take over the world, but no one believes him. Everybody thinks he's crazy or annoying or stupid, besides his own family and friends. Now, this is basically it. That's the whole story. They're trying to take over, but this one kind of gradually kind of give you a sort of ending to the series, that what happens, Invader Zim actually does defeat Dipper or Dip or whatever, and this is what would happen. Of course, I love it how everything went kind of weird where left off. That Zim major plan was he basically stays in the restroom for 20 years. That was the plan. That was hilarious, but at the same time, the kind of the fan base predicted, because they know how Zim works and fits the character perfectly. He also Dipper just waiting there for 20 years. Oh, sort of 20 years. I think maybe 3 or 4 months. They really didn't specify how long that he was waiting in the restroom and how much Dipper was waiting to Zim to appear. But you finally see what happened to Dipper. He was basically a fat, stuck into his own chair, gooey, nasty thing that he just kind of rotting there, just sitting down waiting for him. And I love it. They didn't make fat jokes about it. It just sort of, you just show what it looks like. You just take it in. That in itself, yes, this is how you make a good joke while being so kind of like HUW kind of deal. That's perfect. Especially how I love their kind of sort of weird relationship. They're trying to defeat each other, but at the same time they're kind of similar. They trying to please their own leaders, or in this case Dip's father and Zim's leaders at the same time. They have like a kind of comparison. Also on top of this, I love just how crazy it goes. It's just so yes. Now, I love his plan B after he finally defeats a Dipper for a simple reason. Just let him waste himself sitting down stuck to the chair. This is his perfect plan. This is what's gonna happen in plan B. Plan B was nothing. He forgot about it. He was so cocky. He just didn't write it down. He just doesn't know what to do. He just kind of fall down this weird depression. He just doesn't know what to do himself. He just sort of weird to see him that, but in reverse, Dipper got big, jacked, and fit to defeat Zim, and arguably nothing actually happened. It was sort of sad kind of moment that, yeah, this is basically our lives. One up in each other. Just so disappointing, so interesting, so fun. But I love it, they actually go to the extra mile, that Zim actually figured out how to take over the world. It's all the help of Dip, and he kind of breaks down like why this happened. It's because he was just so obsessive with Zim. He didn't let it go. He didn't realize, yeah, Zim is incompetent. He probably never accomplished it, but till now, it actually worked. In fact, it's one of the jokes in the movie that he wasn't expected to work. They actually made it so dramatic, like, oh my God, it's about to happen, and nothing happens. You see, nothing happens. Zim always fails. But no, this time it did work. That's the shocking part. It was just so out of nowhere. It just worked. You love it how do kind of go a little bit callbacks in between the whole movie, just a little bit, not as kind of rocking my life, reigns of a bunch of cameos. No. You did a little bit, but other than that, it continues on. He finally convinced the tall ones to see him, but you realize the tall ones doesn't like Zim. In fact, this is the reason why they kick him out on his own planet to give him a fake kind of mission to take over the world. But at the very end, they left him there to die, and Zim does not realize it. It's kind of sad to see, and this is why they kind of parallel back to Dip and Zim. They're very similar and very different at the same time. One's is evil, one's a good, the other one's human, one's an alien, and they most of them had the same problem, not realizing this. But I love it how when everything did fall apart, I love it when everything sort of clicked. Like with his dad kind of funny, kind of respect him, but you realize he always did respect him. He always was proud of him. And you feel him kind of hurting, what was I doing all my life? And you also love how to click with your own sister, because in this original series, she always said she was stupid, loser, or anything, but she was mean to him because she know he can handle it. And she kind of feels sorry when he actually finally breaks down. Dipper himself breaks down, the great warrior. But I love that kind of moments really wrestling in the movie, and if you're a fan, you really enjoy the scenes. But I love it all this. They finally defeat Zim. Is action battle kind of badass Dragon Ball Z, and you find out his dad is Dipper's dad. He was just a badass. Like, whoa, this is kind of style, especially how the animation went 1 to 11 automatically. That just blowing up, a lot of comedy and a lot of creativity, how the world moves in this kind of chaotic moment that just wow. I mean, I think the best thing of this movie is the finale, how everything ends, this grand galactic battle, just oh yes. But I love it. Everything went back to normal in a weird strange way, like yeah, that started happening, now we're back to normal and trying to kill each other back and forth, Zim and Dipper. That's just how the show is, that I enjoy. I mean, to me, it felt right how everything ended. I got nothing else to say. Just one question: did you enjoy this movie? Did you like it? You were a fan. This becomes if you did it, if it's the first time you heard it, you become a fan of this movie, or you just straight out hate it. Tell me down below. I got nothing else to say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a wonderful day. Bye.